Hey, this is Bon Diesel, and today we are reinvigorating, restarting, coming back to the Intel Insights series. So I did this for all of the voice recordings in Division 1, as well as some of the other collectibles. I did a few of these when Division 2 came out, but if you know anything about me and what's been going on with me, my life has been a little crazy the last few months with having a baby and so on and so forth. So this is me bringing that back. I've already done the Dead Drops Intel, which was Keener, the Division ones, New York, and the Unknown, which ended up being the Black Tusk. So I'm actually going to do alphabetical now with what we currently have, which starts off with Brenner's Orders, the voice recordings. So we're going to listen to them real quick, and then I'm going to give my comments on what I think they mean and what they mean to the story and what it may mean for the future of the game, and we will go from there.
Did you see the report? I saw it. Then you understand why this op is a top priority. Yeah, I'm on it. We can't afford another shit show. I said I'm on it. As soon as the division gets wind of this, I'll handle it. Once the hovercraft arrives, I'll assume command and will extract it ASAP. Many of you may not know me, but over the next month or so, you will. You may have heard rumors about what happened to the Tidal Basin team. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Wyvern went off the reservation and cost the entire operation. We're not that team, though. We're gonna get this done, and get it done right. You! Listen up! We're en route to the Pentagon. Our orders are to get in, secure a bioreactor, and remain there to haul out anything that might be useful. I know this might seem like looting to some of you, but orders are orders. And there's a bigger picture here. I need that drill up and running. Status on the airlift. Lowering the supports of the place now. That drill going to be big enough to pull out the bioreactor? Yeah, and if it's not, you know I'm not opposed to using explosives. No, Figs. I don't need you breaking what we came for just because you love to blow shit up. Pentagon systems are giving our techs hell. Are you going to keep giving me excuses? No excuses, just information. It's slow-going, brute-forcing our way through everything in our path. Cut the bullshit. Best estimate. 15, 20 hours. Make it 12. I want access to that reactor by morning. ETA on getting the drill hoist in position. 2 hours at the top end. Roger that. I want the drill up and running in the next 10 hours, and I want to be pulling shit out in the next 24. We're on a timetable. Move it. Sir, yes, sir. Status report. We made it to the biolab. The project equipment looks undisturbed since the evac. Bioreactor? Accounted for. Looks like they finished it. No antivirals to use, though. We knew that. We'll have to find a way to get back the ones Wyvern lost. Holy shit, I can't believe they left all these behind. Are these our drones? The military's. Though that's a bit reductionist. Reality is that our benefactors supply a lot of organizations. Well, ain't that some shit? Yep. Stay on the winning side. Decide with the best tools. Hot damn! Look at me, everyone. I'm a division agent. Put that shit down. I don't need you accidentally activating a failsafe on a seeker mine and blowing us all up. Can that really happen? Fuck if I know. Do I look like Division to you? Got something for you. From the blueprints we pulled from the servers. What do you have? Looks like there's a whole series of maintenance tunnels that run underneath the building. But better than that, looks like there's some kind of connection that runs all the way out to the helipad. No shit. I guess that's our plan B.
So I don't think that there's anything that there's not a lot of forward thinking in this, where it's giving us information about what's coming in the future. But what I do think is interesting is a few things. So one is kind of the haha funny. Well, I think it was this drone testing one that gives the LeRae Barrett line of "Ain't that some shit." So that has to be a callback to the first game, which I can appreciate a lot. For anyone who grinded the hell out of Lexington, like a lot of Division 1 players did, that had to have caught some people's ears. I also think it's interesting that they talk about how when they go down to the DARPA lab, that they notice, hey, look, here's a lot of tech that we are using, and kind of pointing out again, which I think we've kind of figured out before, that the people who are supplying or who supplied weapons and so on and so forth to Black Tusk are a lot of the same ones who supplied us with a lot of our tech. Down in the DARPA labs, if you've played the Pentagon missions, you'll know that there's a lot of tech of divisions and of Black Tusk down there. And there's actually only one drone. There's a drone down there that we haven't seen in the game yet. So I don't know if that's showing us something maybe we'll see in the future. It's one of the more smooth looking kind of twin engine drones. But you know, maybe that's clue to something we'll see in the future, or maybe not. We'll have to see. What I do think is interesting about this is it's recalling and talking back about Wyvern and how she kind of went off the rails during the at the stronghold down at Tidal Basin, and ended up losing the antivirals, which we find out the whole point of this. The DARPA mission of the Black Tusk and Division was to get this bioreactor, which is supposed to be able to easily replicate the antivirals. And whoever owns the antivirals needs this to reproduce them. And then we find out that someone needs to run it as well, which I think is a whole different story we can talk about some other time. So you can definitely tell Black Tusk has been hit multiple times at Tidal Basin, and now this obviously takes place before we go in and stop Black Tusk from getting the bioreactor out. So it seems like they're having kind of a streak of bad luck, you could say. So I don't think there's any huge impact here, nothing that's clues too much to the future, but I do think it's interesting to kind of get some insight into how Black Tusk works and how they kind of organize things. The Brenner, I thought, was an interesting personality through the mission. They have some good characters in this game. I just wish we would have a little more interaction with them, but it is what it is. So that's probably it for this episode. If you want to check me out on Twitter, I'm Bond Diesel on there. I do stream a few times a week on Twitch. If you want to listen to a podcast about the Division 2 updates, news, community, and stuff, check out the EchoCast podcast. It is on every single podcast platform, especially iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play, and so on and so forth. And that's what I have this time. So until next time.